The wheels are only ever driven by an electric motor, and that means that we can control the engine that's generating the electricity separately to the driving speed and the acceleration. But we've also added another technology, which is active noise cancellation. So very similar to the headphones that you use on the aeroplane, we have a speaker in the luggage room of the car that will play the inverse noise to the engine and cancel it out. So when you're driving around the city, the engine can start and stop, and you won't even notice it's happening.
Follow investigative journalist Richard Barker as he investigates one of Australia's most hardline Pentecostal churches. Secrets Weekend. Pray harder on Listener Now. SAFM News Briefing.
Good evening, I'm Celeste. Mitsiou. A family of four headed to the footy at Adelaide Oval this year are unlikely to see change out of $100. It's not just the price of a pint going up. Hot chips, coffee and even a bottle of water are up by around 25 cents. Soft drinks will now cost $7.20. A Christie Downs father has been convicted of manslaughter after shaking his son to death. The infant, who was only 21 days old, had sustained injuries similar to a car crash after the sickening incident in 2021. The federal opposition leader Peter Dutton has unleashed on the Prime Minister after Australia didn't get a trade tariff exemption. A 25% tax on our metals is now in effect.
It's obvious that Anthony Albanese and Kevin Rudd have had a shocker. This is a bad day for our country, and the Prime Minister has completely failed in his attempts to stand up for our country. We don't believe that an outcome wasn't possible.
A woman says she's lucky to be alive after she and her husband were hit by a massive tree branch outside their Aberfoyle Park home overnight. It comes a day after two revellers were hurt by a fallen branch at WOMAD in Botanic Park. Ukraine's agreed to a one-month ceasefire, but the world's waiting on Russia's response, and more than 86,000 students sat the annual NAPLAN test today. It's been brought forward from May so teachers can get a better grasp on where students are at.
The criteria apply.
Yeah, give me that happy wash.
Scratch-free guarantee.
Make me feel like a limousine. Happy wash, happy car at OTR.
The Howie Games podcast, where the biggest names in sports go one-on-one with Mark Howard. Howie lifts the lid on the real stories behind the headlines. Download the Listener app now. SAFM weather.
Partly cloudy on the Limestone coast. Tonight down to 14 and tomorrow fog then fine reaching 26. Uncover well-kept secrets with Listener's lineup of investigative podcasts. Download the app and search Uncover.